What you saying, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back with another video for you guys today. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about areas that you can cut expenses. Now, I know a lot of people on this earth, a lot of people who watch this channel, a lot of people in general just struggle when it comes to expenses. You know, the other day I talked about the rat race, making money and having to spend, making money and having to pay bills. But what a lot of people do not realize is there are many areas where you can cut your expenses. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about those areas. I'm going to explain those areas to you. I'm going to explain how you can cut those expenses and save yourself a little bit of money so you can use it in other ways. But before we get into that today, I just want to make sure you guys are leaving likes on these videos. Provide me with those thumbs up. Commenting on these videos. If you're new, if you've been around here, just drop a comment anyway. If you really are new around here, hit that red button, join us on this channel and help us continue to grow. And for everybody, make sure to share these videos with your friends. So I'm just going to give you around 5 or 6 different areas where you can cut your expenses, explain how you can do that and why you need to do that, because a lot of people do not realize that they can cut their expenses. A lot of people do not realize that they are able to cut their expenses. A lot of people do not realize that they're spending more than they need to be. Of course, this is the money management. So we talk about managing your money. We talk about how to be better with your money. We talk about how you can make more money and also keep more money. So now let's talk about those areas of expenses where you can save some money. The first one I'm going to say is your cable bill. So when I say your cable bill, I'm not just purely talking about your TV subscription here. I'm also going to include your Hulus, your Netflixes, your whatever Disney Pluses, I don't care what you've got. I'm going to explain how you can cut those expenses. First start, many of you, the things you guys watch, you can find online. Yes, it may not be as amazing quality. Yes, it might not be live. But a lot of you are wasting money because you don't realize that the stuff you're watching on TV, you can find online. The same goes for a Netflix or a Hulu, or even a Disney Plus. Some of you guys have all three. And sometimes that makes me wonder, why do people complain about not being able to do well with their money? Why do people complain about not being able to manage their money? Why do people complain about not having enough money when they've got 3 different broadcasting services and they're paying for all 3 of them? What's also funny is since quarantine began, we're seeing more broadcast services. I'm not going to tell you which ones because I don't want you guys to go and check them out and start paying for them as well. But there are many services when it comes to cable, when it comes to TV, when it comes to what you're watching. And quite frankly, to be honest, you might need a max of 1, if that. When it comes to your cable as well, many of you guys are paying for Stars, HBO, that kind of stuff, when you don't need to be. You're boosting your expenses, you're increasing your expenses by just being too open to watching so many different things. The thing with a cable bill is that the fact that you actually save some money on your cable bill, not only are you saving that money, but you're also saving that time where you would be watching a certain show because you're not going to watch it now that you don't have that on your TV. You're not going to watch it now that you're not subscribed to that. And guess what? You're saving time as well. Once you start to save time as well, you realize you start finding more opportunities. You start opening your eyes to more opportunities. You start being more efficient when it comes to your time. Everybody likes watching TV. I understand that. I used to watch a load of Netflix. And I still have Netflix. I still pay for it. But all I'm saying here is you might not need a TV if you've got Netflix. You might not need Netflix if you've got a TV. You might not need either if you've got good online internet. You've got what you need there. Find different streams. Find different sites where you can watch these things for free. And like I said, for some of you, you might not even need any of it, but you're paying for all of it, and quite frankly, you guys are doing the worst. 2, your electricity bill. Now this is a smart way to save some cash. For those of you who are not efficient when it comes to electricity, what I'm saying here is stop leaving all the lights on in your house. Stop leaving things running. Stop wasting money because you are wasting money. All of that to run that electricity, to run those things in your house, it costs money. Maybe when you were younger, when you were growing up, when you're still a teenager, when you're still young, you didn't have to pay for that. It was your parents who paid for that. And if you're wondering why they always shouted at you to switch off the light, to turn that off, to leave that unplugged, well, guess what? Because you're saving them money. It all adds up. And trust me when I say electricity bills can really start taking money out of your pockets. Be cost efficient. Be efficient generally. Be electricity efficient. Save some money by just doing the simple things. Like I said, use your outlets, right? Switch off the lights. Do the small things which make such a big difference. Save money, cut some expenses down when it comes to your electricity bill. The third thing I want to talk about now is the phone bill. Now, I know this is where a lot of you go wrong. This is where a lot of you spend money. This is where a lot of you are using that money where you don't need to. Some of you guys out there, I know, are spending 60, 70, 80 bucks a month for your phone bill. Add to that, I know people are paying 100 euros a month, $100 a month, £100 a month. Why? Because they're paying for not only their phone bill for the calls and minutes and texts they get, but also for the 4G data, also for the phone itself. For those of you who have an iPhone, anything higher than 7, I'd say, you are fine. You do not need to be upgrading each and every year. Even if you have an iPhone 6s, to be honest, you're fine. You don't need to get the latest iPhone 11 Pro. You don't need to get whatever phone Apple produces and get it in the first month. Save yourself some money by first keeping the phone, whichever phone you have, not accepting to pay payments on a new phone. And secondly, by not getting a huge expensive phone bill. There are many different places you can get your phone bill from. You do not have to have the best phone provider. You do not have to have 4G unlimited data, unlimited minutes, unlimited text. Because a lot of you do not need that. A lot of you don't realize you don't need that. Trust me, when I tell you guys, if you get 10 gigabytes, especially in a time like this, you'll be fine, you'll be safe. You're probably thinking, what? No, this and that. Trust me, if you already got Wi-Fi in your house, you'll be safe with 10 gigs per month. I mean, of course, I don't know how active you guys are when you go out, but for me, 4 gigs a month is enough. Now, of course, maybe I'm not using as much as you guys. Maybe I'm doing things differently to you guys, But what I'm saying here is, if you have a chance, an opportunity to cut down your phone bill, do it. The same way that you guys get your phone upgrades, start, increasing your payments when you have that opportunity, save some money when you have that opportunity. Cut down your phone expenses and watch how your pocket starts filling up. Cut down on your phone bill and your phone expenses and getting those new phones, and watch how you start to slowly have more money. The next expense that I want to talk about where you can cut some money is your Starbucks coffees. And I specifically mentioned Starbucks because it's expensive. I know some of you guys are spending this each and every week or 2 weeks on Starbucks. You don't need to. Go home, learn how to make some coffee if you don't know already. Go to Walmart, buy a coffee machine, buy something which will cost you less than $50 and start making your coffee each and every morning. Some of you guys are purely going to Starbucks for the coffee. And in that case, I do not understand. Of course, they got some nice treats in there, here and there, and I've tried them. So I understand if you go every once in a while. But Starbucks coffee, it is taking money out of your pocket. Paying $4 or $5 every morning, twice a day, is taking money out of your pockets. It's burning you slowly. Save some money by stop going to Starbucks each and every day. And I'm not trying to make Starbucks go out of business here, but what I am trying to do is put some more money in your pockets. Cut your expenses when it comes to coffee. Like I said, buy your own ingredients, make your own coffee each and every morning for way cheaper. The same coffee that you make for $1, $2 is the same coffee you're going to go out and buy $5 worth, $6 worth when you don't need to. Quite frankly, in this case, if you really do need coffee, like I said, make it yourself. If you know you don't really need it, cut down on the coffee itself, cut down on the coffee altogether. It's going to save you money, it's going to be cheaper for you in the long run, and again, that provides you with different opportunities to spend money elsewhere. Another one that you guys are huge culprits of. 5, eating out. Your McDonald's, your KFCs, your Popeyes. Those are just a few of the things that you guys probably eat daily, if not weekly. Added to that, your expensive restaurants, your restaurants in general. Going out, getting fast food, Uber Eats, Grubhub, ordering food to your house, ordering takeaways, is taking money out of your pockets. And if you're not in a position where you're financially abundant, you're not in a position where you can spend money like that, don't do it. Instead, learn to start grocery shopping, learn to start cooking. Once you do those things, you're going to be noticing, whoa, I actually like cooking, I enjoy cooking. I can make this whole pasta dish for $5. When I go out and I buy it, I pay $12, $14 for that one dish. Here I'm making it for $5 and I can eat for 3 days with it. Start grocery shopping. Start spending your money on groceries. Start learning how to cook. Use YouTube. Use free guides. Use your friends' help. Ask your family. You can cook. Trust me, it's not difficult to cook. Of course, once in a while, even I myself, I like going to a KFC or a Burger King and eating a meal there. That's fine. But I see way too many people who do not have a lot of money going each and every day, going 3 times a week, going to their Chipotle's, going to their Chick-fil-A's. You guys don't need to do that. Start saving money. Start being cost efficient. Food is one of the biggest areas where a lot of people use money. A lot of people spend their money. And of course, the food industry is one of the biggest booming industries out there because people love food. People love the taste of food, and that's natural. But start learning how to make your own food. Can you make your own breaded chicken crumbs? Can you make your own pasta dishes? Can you make your own burgers? Yes, you can. Find the ingredients, spend a little bit of time, and again, it's going to save you some money. There's nothing wrong with going out with your friend every once in a while to eat a nice meal, to eat a steak. But of course, when it comes to that, that's different than spending money once a day, twice a day, 4 or 5 times a week, whatever you do. Save yourself some money by cutting down on your food expenses. 6, shopping expenses. Guys, learn to start going to thrift stores. Learn to start going to Ross. You can find great things there just like you can in your regular stores, in your expensive stores, in the shops you go to at the mall. I see a lot of people who like to buy nice clothes. That's cool, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, looking good. But what is the point when you can't afford to pay rent, when you're struggling to pay your car payments, when you can barely pay your car loan? Get your priorities straight. Cut your expenses. Cut your expenses. Stop spending money on all that clothes. Stop spending the same amount on one t-shirt where you could buy 3, 4, 5 t-shirts and a pair of jeans somewhere else. It doesn't make any sense. And the thing about shopping expenses is it starts to add up, and of course it's hard to maintain that. Once you start buying the nice things, you're going to want to do that because you've got an impression to keep up, but you're also going to want to do that because you start getting, let's say, addicted to the clothes. Use your money wisely when it comes to shopping. Buy things which are going to last you longer. Buy things which you can get for cheaper. Avoid paying full price for something. Buy things which are going to last you long but don't have to cost you a fortune. Again, I understand it's nice to buy nice clothes, but make sure you have the money to do that. And if you don't have the money to do that, cut your expenses by doing simple stuff like going to thrift stores where they have the same clothes for cheaper prices. Go to shops where they have discounts. Avoid paying full price for things like I said. So I hope you guys use those 6 different ways to cut down on your expenses this year. And if not, at least use 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them. Try start off by making your own coffee at home. Try start off by taking away Netflix or Hulu. Try start off by eating out once a week, twice a week, instead of 5 times a week. You're going to see how much of a difference it makes when you start cutting out 3 or 4 different ones of those spending habits. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and as always, leave me some feedback because I love to see that. But that's for today's video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I've got money making. You've got expenses to be cutting. See you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace.